Good evening, everyone. I'm Darren Bob, along with Alex Stewart. We are in downtown Fort Smith. We are just about 5 or 10 minutes away from the start of Thunder in the Fort. It's a huge celebration for Isaiah Joe, and it is a huge celebration for
really the city. Jaylin Williams, everybody
yes.
about Northside High School. We heard they're going to be down the street. I think that's one of the schools we were waiting on to get this thing going. So if we can get them there, but leave it to high school kids to be a little bit late. We were all there.
And there's quite a few people who are here right now along Garrison Avenue. If you still want to make it down here, you sure can. There's plenty of places to park all around Garrison, or all around downtown Fort Smith, and to make your way to between 6th and 10th Street. The parade starts at 6th, it'll go down to 10th Street, and then everything shifts over to the Bakery District, where things got started there at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. And that's where we find Parker Abels. He has had so much fun inside the Bakery District, and once the parade is done, we're going to you and I are going to head over there to introduce the players. So Parker has been having a lot of fun. Let's see what's happening there right now.
Yeah, Darren, it's been a blast over here. First of all, I was at the Bakery District over there, and first I got to see Jaylin and Isaiah, and they were in great spirits. And now I'm here along Garrison Avenue, and there's just a bunch of people here waiting to see the NBA champions, Jaylin Williams and Isaiah Joe. I mean, look at all these people. The parade's about to start here. They are getting ready. I've been in contact with Isaiah Joe's dad, and he says they're getting ready here pretty soon. And earlier we were able to talk with Jaylin and Isaiah, and they are just so excited to be back here in Fort Smith with the people they grew up with.
As a kid that grew up in this area, that drove through downtown, that went to Northside, that's 3 minutes away. Like, I think it's bigger than what we have going on. There's kids outside that are growing up in this area. There are people that lived here their whole life and never got to experience things like this. So I think at the end of the day, it's about that. It's about people being able to experience this and doing this with the people that supported us throughout the whole way.
Me and Jay Will, we made it to the championship in high school together, and we fell short. So it's kind of cool that we can, kind of one up that with a world championship.
And we're going to be with you throughout the parade over on our 5+ app, so don't miss it there. But for now, Morgan, I'm going to send it back to you over in the studio.
All right, thanks, Parker. Thanks, everyone. Our coverage of the parade will continue right now on 5 News Plus. For anyone wanting to watch the whole event, Jaylin Williams and Isaiah Joe will also be addressing the crowd tonight at 7:15 from the Bakery District. You can download 5 News Plus for your smart TV to watch it all. Again, happening right now. It's also streaming on our website, 5newsonline.com. And right now we're turning our attention to the weather, the hot temperatures. Chief Meteorologist Scott Covert continues our coverage with a look at more surprise hot temperatures ahead.
Surprise, exactly. It looks like everyone out there in Fort Smith is staying cool and staying hydrated, and that's really the key to success tonight. It's hot out there. It's 99 right now in Boonville. How about 95 in Buren, 93 from Eureka Springs through Huntsville, 93 also the number currently in Bentonville. Expect to be in the 90s for the next few hours. This is what we can expect over the next few hours in the River Valley. Those temperatures dropping into the mid-70s overnight tonight. Clear skies out there. We enjoyed a lot of sunshine today. Clear skies tonight. More of that sunshine likely on the way again tomorrow. Northwest Arkansas, expect to be in the 90s, probably about through, let's say, 8 o'clock or so, dipping into the low 70s overnight tonight. Looking ahead to your Friday, likely just as hot as it was out there today, hovering right around 99 in the River Valley, even some upper 90s, such as 96 in Fayetteville. This weekend is very hot, but maybe less hot than this. We'll call it a bit of a break, I guess, before it gets really hot again next week. There is some changes on the way, changes that include a little bit of a cool down. We'll walk you through when you can expect that here in just a few moments.
Thanks, Scott. In Crawford County, a crash slowed down traffic on Interstate 40 for several hours. It was a 4-vehicle crash, according to firefighters who responded to the scene. It happened in the eastbound lanes this afternoon between the I-540 interchange and the wait station. It took crews about an hour to clear the scene. RDOT says people were hurt in the crash, but we don't have any information about the severity of those injuries. Well, a judge grants motions filed by 2 ballot question committees, Protect Our Rights and For Our Kids, to join in on a lawsuit challenging new Arkansas laws that make approving ballot initiatives more difficult. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis is here now with the latest updates on that lawsuit. Kayla?
That's right, Morgan. The League of Women Voters of Arkansas filed that federal lawsuit back in April against Attorney General Tim Griffin, claiming the new requirements violate the First Amendment. Now those two groups are joining in to challenge a few more requirements that they say make it difficult for everyday Arkansans to have their voices heard. New state laws implemented this year will require canvassers to be Arkansas residents, warn petition signers about fraud, check photo IDs, submit a compliance affidavit, and even have signers read the full ballot title aloud. Bobby Howard, the executive director of Arkansas Appleseed, one of the organizations under the ballot question committee Protect Our Rights, says these requirements make it difficult for everyday Arkansans to have their voices heard.
And if the state legislature acts in such a way that makes it prohibitively burdensome for us to exercise those legislative powers, Arkansans' rights are being violated. So we wanted to get these questions in front of a judge for some decisions going into this next petition signature collection cycle.
Protect Our Rights will specifically challenge the requirement for ballot titles to meet an 8th grade reading level and for canvassers to receive about 100,000 signatures from 50 Arkansas counties, rather than the previous 15.
If I sign a petition page, that's my political speech. And if the canvasser breaks a rule or makes a mistake collecting somebody else's signature, and then my signature gets thrown out, that's not fair, right? That's my political speech. It should be counted.
They will also challenge the law that says the state can reject the entire petition if any canvassing law is broken.
It ensures that ordinary groups like ours can't get a thing on the ballot, but the groups that can get a thing on the ballot have corporate sponsorship, corporate backing, are able and willing to spend millions of dollars and can pay for those canvassing programs to get into all those counties.
Howard says their ballot measure will ensure there's a cure period where a signer will be notified before the signature is thrown out to fix any issues. We reached out to the Arkansas Attorney General for comment in light of the update. AG Griffin tells 5 News, quote, "I respect the court's decision, which doesn't change our defense of the state. I remain steadfast and confident in our case." Howard says the next few months will be focused on raising public awareness, while their legal team, the ACLU of Arkansas and the Elias Law Group, present arguments in court to overturn some of those requirements. Kayla Davis, 5 News.
Thank you, Kayla. Former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson is now representing another attorney involved in a legal battle between the state's Attorney General and the Board of Corrections. The Attorney General's claim that the Board of Corrections can't seek its own legal counsel. Hutchinson will be representing the attorney the Board of Corrections hired to represent them in a lawsuit against the governor's office in connection with laws passed in 2023 that shift some decision-making authority away from the board. Well, tonight in Springdale, demonstrators gathered outside the El Salvadorian consulate as part of a nationwide vigil. Organizers of Indivisible Northwest Arkansas wanted to send a specific message by gathering outside the consulate. They say they're trying to send a message to the El Salvadoran president that he should stop accepting immigrants as prisoners being deported from the United States. Maritza Munich, a former lawyer and one of Indivisible NWA's leaders, says these deportations to foreign prisons are not only illegal breaches of immigrant rights, but also should cause concern for American citizens.
You know, no one should feel warm and safe from this. There are regular American citizens born here who until now had no reason to fear.
Earlier today, a U.S. district judge said he's considering a disciplinary action against Justice Department lawyers for deportations to Salvadoran prisons. Well, it's been 6 years since the family of Cory Schroeder has heard from him. The Arkansas man hasn't been seen since May of 2019 and seemed to disappear without a trace in Saline County. Catherine Rowley sat down with a family member who's continuing to search for Cory and looked for answers about what happened.
He was a gentle giant. He'd give you the shirt off his back. And he has literally given some people the shirt off his back.
That's how Cheryl Schroeder describes her brother Cory, who was last seen on May 21st in 2019 near the Oliva grocery store after he was dropped off by a friend.
And it was the day before his birthday, his 45th birthday. So when he wasn't at home for his 45th birthday, I started looking for him.
The next day, May 22nd, was supposed to be a day of celebration, but has now turned into an anniversary of his disappearance.
How does somebody that's 6'8" vanish? So it's bittersweet. We celebrate his birthday every year. It's gotten to where it's gotten harder. Believe it or not, as the years go by, it's gotten harder.
The days turn to weeks, which turn to months. 6 years later, the Schroeder family is still looking and waiting for answers.
But we would like answers in some way, shape, or form, at least if we could find him. I know there's people out there that have the answers we're looking for.
For her brother, Cherish wears a simple bracelet, an acronym that is a constant reminder that Cory's story lives on through his sister and family.
FOAR, and it stands for Forgotten Ones Always Remember. It applies to him more even now that he is one of Arkansas's 400 missing persons. And I'm never going to let my brother be forgotten, and I'm never going to stop fighting for him.
While memories and pictures are what the family can remember him by, Cherish says that it's his laugh and his heart for others is how she wants others to remember her brother.
He just wanted people to be happy and laugh. And that was my brother. His heart was bigger than he was.
That was Catherine Rowley reporting. Detectives at the Saline County Sheriff's Office are leading the investigation into Cory's disappearance.